Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So yesterday, I get my daughter out of school. My son is not in school yet. He's still home. And it was beautiful yesterday. It was a beautiful day. We've been waiting for days like this. So my son wanted to go to the beach. And I said, buddy, maybe we'll go up to the beach. We'll see what my daughter's name is Frankie. I said, we'll see what Frankie wants to do once I get her from school. So I go get my daughter. I said, hey, do you want to go to the beach? She says, oh my God, yes. My kids love the beach. They love the ocean. They love pools. They love everything regarding water. Okay. So we go pick her up. We go home. We get changed and we start heading up to Hampton Beach. It took me an hour and 10 minutes to get to Hampton Beach from where I live. Normally, it takes me maybe 35 to 45 minutes, give or take. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So we start driving, and I understand that it was going to rain and stuff like that, but you never know. It could clear up. The kids wanted to go, even if it did rain and they couldn't go to the beach. You know, we could go to the arcades there. We could get some food. We could just get out and have a good time with the nice weather. So we start going up there, and as soon as I get into, like, you know, I don't know what street it is, but as soon as you get into the area where you have to, like, you're entering into the beach, you can kind of see the water tower off to your left. I see all these people, like groups and groups of people walking away from, like, the general beach location. And these people, let me just put it to you this way. I'm trying to think of the word and be not politically correct here, but you know, it looked like they came from somewhere. Let me just say that much, okay? Something was going on. I knew something was going on. I didn't know what was going on. So we start heading, and I'm going to share a video with you too. We start heading up to the beach. Finally, we make it. We parked in the, you know, the ballroom casino or whatever it is, that big parking lot that they usually charge for you to get in. Well, there's nobody working there charging cars to get in. And as we're pulling in, I keep seeing police cruisers and all this stuff. I'm like, what is going on? And I thought it had something at that given point in time. I was thinking maybe something got flooded. Maybe there was an accident that happened with the rain. I didn't know what happened, but at this time it was clearing up. So I was happy about that. So I pulled into the parking lot. First of all, as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, my wife looks at me and she goes, something's going on here. Something's going on here. I'm like, yeah, something's going on. I don't know what it is. I automatically assumed it was because of the rain. So I pull into the parking lot, and as soon as I pull in, there's like a whole bunch of half-naked kids, you know, maybe teenagers, high schoolers walking around. They're stumbling all over the place. There's literally trash everywhere in this parking lot. I should have taken pictures of this, but I also didn't think I would be filming on this at the time. There was like clothes, there was flip-flops laying around in dirt, there was Red Bull, broken bottles, you name it, it was there, okay? You name it, it was there. And I'm walking, so finally, we park, I get out of the car. And we're walking around. As soon as we start walking up, my wife sees this girl. I mean, she had to be maybe, I don't know, maybe 13 or 14 or 15 years old. People were literally like holding her up, walking her to a car. I'm thinking to myself, you know, if that was my daughter, like, I understand I was a kid too and stuff like that, right? But this place was like, it was like post-apocalyptic is what it was. So finally, we get out of the car and we're walking up to the beach area. And as soon as I get to the sidewalk, there's a whole bunch of police there in like riot gear, SWAT gear. There's cars all over the place. So I went up to the one officer, state trooper. This was a trooper. And I said, I hate to bother you, but is something going on here? What the hell is going on here? And meanwhile, by the way, there was not one adult beside the police officers in sight. There was no adults anywhere. They're nowhere to be found, okay? We had all these people walking around. I don't know if they were drunk. I don't know if they were on fentanyl. I don't know what the hell was going on. So I start talking to the officer, and he's basically like, turn back, right now. That's basically, you know what he said verbatim? He said they let the inmates out of the asylum. So I'm like, really? What happened here? I thought, like, again, I thought this was like the rain problem, like something happened, something flooded, maybe lightning. I didn't know what was happening at that point. I mean, I kind of had a feeling of what was happening because obviously we saw the parking lot. We saw a whole bunch of people walking away, and it looked like a third world country. That's what it looked like there. It legitimately looked like a third world country. It was absolutely insane. So lo and behold, there was fighting, riots breaking out. I think somebody, allegedly, I was reading last night that somebody had a gun with rubber bullets or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. I'm going to put my headphones on here. Let me show you what the hell happened. I can't stand this stuff, by the way. Okay. All right. Where are we at? There we go. This one. Okay, so here's what happened.
Yeah, so things a lot calmer now than they were. This started about 4:30 this afternoon. It was torrentially downpouring, and everybody.
So we got there around 5:30. So it was about an hour after whatever happened.
He went to seek shelter under that awning where it says casino next to D.
We were right here. We're walking up. Could you see that? Yeah, we were walking up right here. The police at the time. We're right here in the street. They had I think one side of the street closed, if I'm not mistaken. There was officers everywhere.
Street. I'm told several fights broke out there, and that's what led police to declare unlawful assembly.
This is what it looked like when I got there. Maybe I'm even in the video. I didn't see. I was stunned. Maybe I'm even in the video. I don't know.
While they were there, Hampton Police Chief Alex Reno says dozens of fights broke out. There was another issue with large groups in that same location just around 4. Police quickly declaring an unlawful assembly and say the state police CERT team then came out in full tactical gear to disperse the crowd. The state police CERT team then came out in full tactical gear to disperse the crowd. They walked as a wall.
This is Hampton Beach, New Hampshire in 2026. This is what it is. Is this the type of society people want to live in? I don't know what parents are doing with their kids. I don't know where all these kids came from.
To move the group north out.
Actually, I do. There was a lot of Massachusetts license plates.
Of the area, Chief Reno says there were several people arrested and charged with riot. There were a few people facing small injuries, but no one was seriously hurt. We spoke with Chief Reno earlier today about the large crowds here at the beach, estimated to be around 75,000 people, and why an increased police presence came with it.
What you're seeing today is lessons learned from years past.
Why is there
amping up our personnel, our manpower, the assets that we're able to tap into. We want people to come down here and to enjoy themselves in a safe environment, but we also want people to know that we're here, and if you do something that is unsafe or illegal, it's going to be dealt with immediately.
Okay, again, now things much calmer now, but police said they are expecting to see crowds all throughout the night, and they will continue to have that increased police presence. Of course, as we learn more on what happens tonight, if anything else is happening, we'll be sure to update you. For now, we're live in Hampton Beach. Kelly.
So you want to know what the worst part was about this? The worst part for me is that I have 2 kids that were excited to go to the damn beach. I got 2 kids excited to go to the beach. We get up there. First of all, they were frustrated that the ride to get there took so long. Okay, they were upset that it took so long. Then we get there and we have to turn around, and me driving, so I had to come up. Oh, I'm pointing at my screen like you could see it. We're driving. We have to come up this way and then make the right-hand turn here. And then I thought all of these businesses were closed. So we go by, the arcade was closed. There was a couple shops open. We go by the candy store, it's open. And my daughter, this is what I had to deal with. My daughter, for the next half an hour, does not know what's going on. Even after I explained to her what's going on, she doesn't understand what was going on. And she is crying, screaming, crying in the car for a half hour because people want to act like fucking animals. And that's the goddamn truth. I don't know if it's the parents. I don't know if it's the kids. I don't know if it's the area they were raised. I don't know if it's I don't know if they're American citizens or not. I don't know what the hell it is. But when you look at pictures like this at Hampton Beach, this is a disgrace. Okay, it's a disgrace. That's what it is. If you could pull this picture from if I sent this screen capture to anybody, okay, they would think it's some third world freaking country. Okay, it's insane to me that we have to deal with this nonsense. It is unbelievable. And then this morning, when I looked this up, I just typed in Hampton Beach. Clearly, there were other areas where the animals were out of the asylum again. This was in Rhode Island. I can't pronounce the name. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what the hell it is. But look at this. I'm not even going to try. Look at this nonsense. I didn't watch this one yet, but I saw it pop up when I pulled this up. Look at this. This is the United States of America in 2026. Who the hell wants to deal with this bullshit? Look at this.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I didn't know this was the song.
In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
People are just watching, standing around. Let's see what else happened with this. Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of skipping forward. Full tactical gear. Okay, Rhode Island evacuated. 3 people stabbed? 3 people stabbed? 3 teens stabbed. What are we in? Are we in the UK now? Holy shit. Yo, I'll tell you what. It's not just Massachusetts. Okay? Here's what happens. This area, right? We have people coming from all over the goddamn place. And since our states are kind of narrow, I guess you could say, like it doesn't take very long for people to go from, like, let's say, southern Massachusetts over to Rhode Island, or if you're up on the North Shore, you go to New Hampshire, so on and so forth, right? These people migrate all over the place. And all they do is create problems for everybody else. That's what's going on here. We have a small fraction of nitwits creating all of the problems for 97% of normal people. That's what's going on. These people need to be locked up and put away forever. Nobody should have to deal with this. Could you imagine this? So three people stabbed. Let's see what else. Oh, there's John. Another day, another zombie healthcare. Let's see here. Large police. Okay, this is what happened in Rhode Island. In about 24 hours, 5 posts about the stabbing at Manchester gas station. Multiple posts at Hampton Beach brawls. 0 posts about fraud in Dem states. Maine again. Okay. Recent teen takeovers in the Virginia Beach, Hampton Beach roads are unsanctioned gas. Okay, yeah. Look at this. Hampton Beach, request for all available police officers, pretty much. Crazy that we have to deal with nonsense like this. It's absolutely insane. And I was directly affected by this nonsense. Yes. It's, these people, I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. But the amount of drugs that you smelled walking around, the amount of beer, like, where are these kids getting all of this stuff? Really? Like, where are they getting all this stuff? It doesn't make any sense to me. They almost ruined our entire day. So I'll just continue to what the hell happened. So actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me do this one more time. Of course I click on the wrong one. So, what am I doing now? What the hell am I doing? Hampton Beach. Oh, my thing froze for some reason. All right, no worries. So I was going to see if there was any more like latest news or something like that in regards to Hampton Beach. But anyway, I'll yap a little bit here. Maybe it'll fix itself. So after we leave Hampton Beach, and my daughter is crying, like, so she's so upset because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. We had to drive past. The worst part was driving past all of the open stores and her saying, "Daddy, this place is open. Daddy, that place is open." And she is, she's screaming, crying. I'm not fabricating any of this stuff. I could have my wife get on here and tell you what the hell happened. So we were trying to decide where the hell to go. The officer said, there we go. The officer said that we should go up, another couple miles to a more friendly beach is basically what he said. But anyway, we decided to go to, what's it called? We decided to go to the Salem Willows, and we had a great time at the Salem Willows. I didn't have the best of time. I had a good time, not the best of time, because we got there late. It took me from Hampton Beach, I think it took me about 45 to 55 minutes to get to Salem Willows. And by the time that we got there, it was like 7:10 or something like that. Because let me think about this. I got to Hampton Beach around 5:30. We probably, getting stuff ready, walking up to the police, seeing what's going on, and then leaving. It was probably around 6 o'clock. Yeah, so it was probably around 7:10 or something like that. We got to Salem Willows. Everything was fine there. Everything was fine and dandy there. No problems at all, except I didn't get to eat because by the time my kids got done playing at the arcade, I wanted to get some food from one of the places and they were just closing. But anyway, here's something. What is this now? Let me see here. Look at this. This is why I don't go to Hampton Beach. Scum of the earth. That's what it was like. It was like scum of the earth. Unlawful assemblies here. Human weather tactical gear. What's this? Let me watch this one. Hold on one second. This is latest stuff. Let's fast forward a little bit.
This is News 9 Plus on Facebook and on YouTube. Here are just some of the stories we're following for you this morning. State police will be keeping a close eye on Hampton Beach again.
Oh, wait, here's
grandparents.
Business.
Here we go. Here's somebody.
Families and children and mothers and grandparents take a look at what happens on social media at this beach, and then they don't want to come here.
Exactly.
The Hampton police chief says he has seen similar mob-like behavior before on the first hot day of the season, so they were prepared for this. More police are expected to be patrolling at Hampton Beach to
the front coming.
Thunderstorm today, but still a beach day.
Yeah, nothing.
3 acres burned near a home on Jerry Lane.
Let's keep
going.
The
8-year-old woman is dead after being hit by a truck outside a restaurant in Keene.
God.
Police say Pamela Savard was hit. Services Center following investigations. Person was later brought to the hospital, but again.
Okay, so nothing else of interest here. Let me keep going. Spillover from Salisbury. Okay, unruly behavior in Massachusetts and Salisbury and Massachusetts. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, that's basically it. Well, anyway, yeah, so that was what was yesterday? Tuesday. That was my Tuesday. Having to deal with this shit. That's what happened yesterday. And having to put my kids through this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.